what's happening in the open media, people are paying.
By the way, it's great your brother did that. Tell folks, because I remember seeing that briefly in the news. Give us the inside scoop on that Federal Reserve situation.
Well, he doesn't trust them for good reason. They're not trustworthy. There's 300 banks. They're a private organization. They haven't been externally audited. They need to be. They need to be held accountable. They are jeopardizing everything in this country, and they're an outside institution with no audit in over 100 years. It's time. It's time for a review of what's going on. It's time for transparency, both within the government and with these quasi-government.
And your brother got yelled at by outgoing head Bernanke? I didn't know about that.
Oh, it was a big one. I mean, he got into a big fight with Obama. Obama called him on the phone over gun rights. Mark favors gun ownership. He doesn't believe we need any more laws to restrict gun ownership. He's one of the few Democrats that do. Before he ever ran, he told the Democratic leadership, you're wrong. You're wrong on development of Alaskan oil. You're wrong on gun control. You're wrong on net neutrality. You're flat wrong. And it takes a different view. Mark votes more with Republicans than any other senator. And the reason he does is because sometimes everybody has to recognize the other guy is right. And even if you disagree with some of Mark's politics, the fact of the matter is he does what he believes in. He's willing to do the fight. He's willing to take it on. It's for veterans, which was the last caller. He's on the Veterans Affairs Committee, holding their feet to the fire. And I can tell you, go look at the tapes of him in committees, and you're going to see him all over those guys, because veterans represent a major portion of our population and people who kept this country safe for the last 200 years. It's a different way of looking at politics. It's not all black and white. We need a politics that goes back to the fundamentals of recognizing that it's human beings we represent. It's the people we represent, and we can disagree vehemently about how to get to the solutions, but we need real solutions by a more cooperative and responsive government.
Absolutely. Thank you for all the time, Dr. Nick Begich. Look forward to having you in studio as soon as you want to come.
Thank you for having me, and I just, God bless you, Alex, and bless your listening audience.
You too. What a great guy. What a fabulous guy. I tell you, I read all that stuff in his books in the 90s and in the 2000s. You will learn more in those books now than has even come out. And it's insane the amount of stuff that's going on. The admitted documents on human manipulation to suppress us. I mean, I'm the type of guy, if I see a lady walking outside, an old lady or a man, whatever, they fall down and hurt themselves, I don't laugh at that. And then I'll be around somebody and somebody will fall down and get hurt and people laugh, and I look at that person and I go, man, you're really a jerk. And I just don't get off on people failing. Now, what I don't like is strong people trying to suppress me. I like seeing thugs fall. But that's normal instincts, ladies and gentlemen, and the globalists do not have our interest at heart. So anything they do is going to be bad. It makes me so angry. I talk about Warren Buffett constantly because he's the archetype of a guy that is the biggest recipient of U.S. taxpayer money alive, individually. Look it up. McClatchy newspaper is one of the sources. And then he's on TV every time I turn it on lecturing on how taxes aren't high enough when he's an economist and knows full well you cut taxes and tax money increases going in. And that tax cuts is what would get this economy going. They don't want it to get going. They want to shut it down. I told the story going to my uncle's funeral. I stopped with my son. I didn't take my daughters. At Luby's in Waco, someplace I stopped many times going to see family in East Texas. And it was nothing but old women, age 65 to about 85 or 90. And it was a big line of these old women. It's all nothing but old women coming in there to eat lunch. I remember going to Luby's cafeteria since I was a little kid in Dallas. And none of those women could buy hardly any food, even though it wasn't that expensive. And they were all upset, and they were all trying to just live. And it'd be one thing if we didn't have the resources and that was going on, but the globalists have done that by screwing this economy over. And it's only the beginning of the poverty. And it made me mad. And I just know most of those old women watch TV and think Obama really wanted to get them free health care. I mean, it's the betrayal of weak people just really makes me feel angry. And maybe I was already emotional going to my uncle's funeral, but I just fundamentally got so upset when I see cops pulling over some poor woman with 3 kids in the back, writing them tickets. The woman can't afford all the inspection and crap. The country going there, and I know they're going to write them tickets. It's going to ruin that woman's life. Then she won't even have a car to get to work, and she'll go on welfare. And that's what they want. Not the cops. They're just there writing the ticket. It's just such an evil system. And I'm just not part of it. I got my own problems. But I'll tell you something right now. I'm not going to screw little people. It's never going to happen. Because the day I ever even think like that is the day that I don't need to be on the face of this planet. I don't enjoy hurting people. And our owners do. We'll be right back with the final segment. A couple phone calls and some key news straight ahead.
Clean water at home, clean water at the office, clean water on the go. The Berkey Guy has a Berkey water filtration model for anywhere you are and one that fits any budget. Thousands of satisfied customers can't be wrong. For free shipping within the U.S., go to goberkey.com or call 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Helping thousands prepare since 2005, goberkey.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Time and time again.
You need to come here and help us. We need assistance, please.
Those we should be able to depend on let us down.
Federal and state and local officials saying help is on the way. Well, the folks here in Bell Harbor say, show me.
Don't depend on the government to save you. Take action now so that you're prepared for the next disaster with MyPatriotSupply.com. Get the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more at MyPatriotSupply.com. Call 866-229-0927.
We are hurting down here, and we need help immediately.
Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operation.
We let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
I don't know what he is except a conspiracy theorist.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectually, it's begun. You can feel it.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this transmission is listener supported. We're not taxpayer funded by most state-run media that you see out there. We're promoting your freedom, our freedom. We're in this together. And we need your support. I have the best supplements out there. They've blown my socks off. You've heard the rave reviews, the Super Male Vitality, the Fluoride Shield, the Survival Shield, the Lung Cleanse, all of it, InfoWarsLife.com. We've got a big sale going right now on multiple items. They're on the site, so please check it out this weekend. Please become a PrisonPlanet.tv member to see the nightly news and share a membership with up to 11 people who can watch the shows and archives and films simultaneously. So it's more than 11 memberships for the price of one, because usually, they're going to have 11 people using it all at once. Probably give it to 50 people. PrisonPlanet.tv, and I want to thank you all for your support and your prayers and spreading the word about the broadcast, because if I'm going to lay my life on the line and go all out in this, I wanted to really win. I'm all in. I mean, I'm swinging for the fences here, and I'm weak. I do the best I can. Thanks for putting up with me. I'm trying hard, though. And we need your support and to spread the word and to pray for us, because the enemy does all sorts of stuff behind the scenes, and we know it's because we're effective, and we appreciate the enemy letting us know we're hurting them. But we also appreciate you giving us the energy we need to rise up and strangle the enemy. I mean, believe me, folks, we need to be energized. We've been energized, but I can see we can go to the next level. And I promise you, I commit to you, cross my heart, like George Strait says, that I pledge to you to do all I can to make all your dreams come true, of freedom. Because my dreams are tied to your dreams. We're in this ship together, Spaceship Earth. And I'm committed to you. I'm committed to my family. I am committed to being a good person. I am committed to standing against evil. I am committed to not being a coward. I am committed to seeing this through. And if you will just commit to this, we will win. And it's the animating contest that separates us from the animals, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in humanity. I believe in you. You believe in us. And we will defeat the globalist. I want to thank all our friends in real media out there as well. I salute you and thank you for all you've done. Steve in Texas, thanks for holding. AP Hill, military topic. We're going to have those guys on Sunday in studio. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick, Alex. I'll try to make this real fast. There's a couple projects just outside of AP Hill at one of the facilities that's nearby, Fort Pickett, actually. And there's a couple things that I saw or noticed that they're doing. One is they're building another thing that looks very similar to the AP Hill training facility. It's an $8.8 million construction project. They're going to have buildings, alleys, athletic fields, and all that. Another project that they're working on that I just found some articles on here, it's a $461 million training facility for U.S. diplomats.
Yeah, they're just building facilities everywhere for the domestic takeover.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was very interesting that they spend that much money to train government officials.
Well, they just need to take more old ladies' houses, and then they can do it. I appreciate your call. Great points. We'll look into it. David in Alaska, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Al?
Good, sir.
Hey, I've been waiting to get some information over to you here for a while. Number one, first and foremost, I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I'm also a certified anti-terror combat tactics instructor from our good friends over at DHS. Number two, and second most importantly, I am an oath keeper, and I have been since the day I ETS'd. It came to my attention that you guys were kind of chit-chatting and touching on some information about a mount, what we refer to as mount training facility over in Camp June.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to kind of call and give you guys some information on there about that facility. The facility's been built to mock a very specific town that's in the northeastern portion of the United States. It's complete with running water and electricity, street signs.
Tell you what, I'm going to do some overdrive. Stay there. Don't hang up. I'm going to come right back to David. We're going to have...
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
I don't know what it is. Ralph just won't pay any attention to me. When he comes home from work, all he ever does is play video games and go to sleep. It's like I don't even exist.
Oh, Betty, that's just awful.
Does this seem familiar? If the answer to this question is yes, then listen carefully. Toxic pesticides, GMO foods and additives, BPA plastics, contaminated water supplies. Many of these toxic additives are deliberately engineered to attack and weaken human masculinity. It's part of the eugenics population control movement. Look it up. If men are more interested in online gaming than they are in their wives. A serious population crisis is soon to follow. Energize the man in your life with Super Male Vitality from InfoWarsLife.com. It's designed to aid the body in ways that help invigorate your natural systems without artificial testosterone, completely free of GMOs, harmful additives, gluten, and is made right here in the USA. Get your Super Male Vitality right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-31.